With all that taken care of, we're going to simulate right to the playoffs and see if we can keep this winning streak alive. We are 6-1 currently at the midway point. How will we be when it comes to playoff time? All right, so Cameron Baker up to a level 12. Let's see what our record is. So it pretty much went the exact way that you would think it would go when it comes to Madden. After our Rams game, when it comes to our mid-season point, we lost 8 in a row. 8 in a row. I don't even think we made the playoffs. We started 6-1, and I do not think we made the playoffs. We definitely, in fact, did not make the playoffs. So I don't know what happened at the end of the season, but we didn't do great. Michael Penix Jr. went 3,714 passing yards on 31 touchdowns and 11 interceptions, while Isaiah Pacheco had 253 rushing yards for over 1,000. He only had 8 touchdowns on the season, though. Our receiving CeeDee Lamb led with over 1,000 rushing yards as well, right under 100 receptions for 10 touchdowns. Next was Jack Beck at 9 touchdowns, just under 800 yards, and Quentin Johnson following it up right along the same, except a couple of touchdowns less. And then our tight end, Jonnu Smith, getting in the action right under 600 yards and 50 receptions for 4 touchdowns. Duron Payne led the team with 18 tackles for a loss, and Von Miller led the team with 15 sacks. Jared Verse also having a great year with 13 tackles for a loss and 11.5 sacks. Tremaine Edmonds and Deshaun Elliott led us with 2 interceptions each, and we had a lot of guys with 1 interception each. As a team, let's see how we did. So it looks like from all of the team stats, we are right in the middle of the pack, which might seem why we went 6-1 and then 1-8. So we started our first season, Cameron Baker, 8 wins, 9 losses. So not the best, but we're going to see if we're able to make this free agency count as well as get some gems in this draft. They have us at 17th in our mock draft 3, drafting left tackle Mitch Lilly. Our contract was extended 3 years for $5 million, so we're gonna be here for a little bit longer. We're gonna go ahead and simulate to the offseason because we did not make the playoffs. It does not matter to us. All right, our salary cap went up to 149 milli. So let's go ahead and get this free agency started. Who can we get? Before that, the New England Patriots won their 7th Super Bowl. CJ Stroud won MVP, as well as the Patriots' Mike Vrabel Coach of the Year. George Pickens won Offensive Player of the Year, and Patrick Queen won Defensive Player of the Year. We have a couple people retiring, as well as Joe Flacco and our center, Ted Karras. We have a storyline, staff improvement. Let's see what this is about. Thanks for meeting with me. Being a great leader is about the role you play in creating the identity of your team. On this offense, we run the ball. However, there are a lot of ways I can impact the run game. What aspect should I focus on? We're going to say getting outside the tackles. Okay, we don't have to worry about filling our staff, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the first stage of free agency, and we have about 150 million to go ahead and play with. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so the first guy that I like is RJ Harvey, and that is because Isaiah will be heading out next year unless we're able to re-sign him. But I just checked his motivations. He does not want to re-sign here. But RJ wants to be here. And if we can sign him for more than 3 years to be here, he's already an 81 overall. He's 25 years old. So he's going to be good for a while. And I don't have to overpay him ridiculous. So we're going to give him a 4-year contract, see if he wants. All right, so the bid is in. Look like we're in a good position to land him. Let's see who else. All right, funny enough, the second person that I found is also a running back, but I want him to be our backup running back, Jaden Blue. He's only 22, but 75 overall at 22. He does only have a normal dev rate, but maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get him developed because that's what our coach does. He develops players. So I might try and extend him on a 4-year contract as well because it's not that expensive. So for our 2 running backs for 4 more years, we only spent about 10 mil of our cap space, 9 to be exact. So let's see who else. I do like the idea of Tez Johnson. He is young. He's 24. He's a 74 overall with a normal dev. So we might try and find somebody a little bit better. He does fit our scheme. But our wide receiver core is pretty good, and we do already have a 74 overall 24-year-old. So let's see what else. I'm going to be honest. I want to draft a quarterback in this draft. I have to check the prospects. And we might make a couple of trades in order to get to the top of the draft slots because we need a good quarterback. Now, just signing 2 more running backs, it only makes sense that we trade away the running back that we have now and get the most amount that we can for him. So we will be trading Isaiah Pacheco, our first round pick this year, our third round this year, and our sixth round this year to move up 11 spaces to number 3 in this year's draft. The reason I did that is we are trying to draft a franchise quarterback. And in order to do that, we need a high draft pick. The only problem is we have to hope that the 2 people in front of us don't need the same thing that we do. We're going to try Patrick Jones II on a 2-year deal just to have some depth at the left edge. Now, this definitely seems to be a better wide receiver to get than Tej Johnson. Ty Felton is a 77 overall, a star dev, and he's only 23. We're going to try and lock him up for as many years as possible. We're going to try it for him a 5-year deal. All right, now comes time for the end of the season upgrades for all of our players. Drew gets upgrade to man to man. And realize he has 3 more, so we're going to upgrade his man. Putting this amount of attention onto Drew, we will want to re-sign him. I have to see how old he is and how much we can get him for. Jared Verse with 2 skill points. Let's upgrade his power rush, get that over the top. And then we'll upgrade his run stop as well. Jared Verse is also going to be someone that we're going to want to re-sign when it comes time. Nate with 2 skill points. Upgrade to his man coverage. And then we're going to upgrade his zone coverage as well. Gray has 2 skill abilities unlocked, so I kind of want to do power and pass protector. So power upgrade plus 4 impact block, that is huge. And then we're going to do a pass protector for his second. Tyreek Stevenson with 2 skill upgrades. We're going to do his man-to-man and his zone as well. So man-to-man upgrade, we'll upgrade his zone coverage as well. Kirby Joseph with 1 skill point. We're going to upgrade his hybrid. We're going to start leveling up the bottom tiers. Andrew Thomas, our left guard, upgrade to agile, our scheme fit. Tremaine Edmonds with 1. We're going to upgrade our scheme fit as well. Sean Elliott, I'm going to upgrade his hybrid. Quentin Johnson, we upgraded his playmaking, and we're going to let the computer do the rest. I'm going to go ahead and use some of these eval offers and see if we can go ahead and sign a couple of these guys. All right, so it looks like, unfortunately, we did not get RJ, but we got Jaden Blue. We also got Patrick Jones II, and we got our receiver, Ty Felton. So we got 3 out of the 4. Unfortunately, we were not able to get that running back. Let's see if we can go get another one. Now, I really want another good running back because we just traded ours away. I thought we were going to be able to land RJ. So we're going to give Dylan Sampson a contract that he probably can't refuse. And just like that, we got Dylan Sampson, our starting running back. All right, I don't know if it was a good trade, but we're going to need a quarterback in general, possibly a backup quarterback. So we traded our 3rd round pick for next year for Jameis Winston. All right, so with nothing else going on in the free agency, we're going to go ahead and skip to the next week. All right, so our 4 signings for this year's free agency, we've got Dylan Sampson as our starting running back, 81 overall. He's only 21, so he's only going to get so much better. We've got Ty Felton at our wide receiver, 77 overall, star dev. He's only 23. Then we've got Jaden Blue, our backup running back, 75 overall at 22 years old. And then we've got Patrick Jones II, a left edge. We've got a couple great young players for our offense, and we have them for at least 4 to 5 years. So that's the good thing. Now, for our private workouts, I'm going to do the couple quarterbacks. I'm going to do Ricky Pettis, and I'm going to do Emroy Buchanan. Now, with the crucial part of the offseason, we start the draft, our first ever draft as the new Eden Crusaders. Let's see who we can get. San Francisco did not pick a quarterback. We just have to hope that Detroit does not pick our pick. Let's go ahead and make our selection. I did put it on pause, so I have time to think about this. Let's go ahead and check the 2 quarterbacks that I had the private workouts for. Ricky Pettis looks like to be the overwhelming favorite. He has great accuracy, 6'2", 233. He's 23, so he's a little bit heavier. Let's see his physical. Great acceleration, great agility, elite change of direction, good jumping, good speed, elite strength, and great throw power. The FN stamina's kind of not loving that. All right, I really want to go with the quarterback. I know which quarterback I want to go with. Ricky Pettis looks like to be the pick. He does not fit our scheme, however, but I think it's going to be all right. So we're going to go ahead and draft Ricky. Ricky was ranked at 45 in true value and draft him at number 3. His elite immediate accuracy, he processes the defensive quickly. He has a beautiful deep ball. 89 excel, 89 agility, change of direction at 90 and 84 speed. He is only a normal dev. So we're going to sim ahead to our next pick. All right, for our second pick, we're going to take Jorge Hernandez. That's because he was a round 1 prospect. He was ranked 19, as you see. We got him at 46. And for our 5th round pick, our final pick, we're going to take a shot in the dark with a defensive tackle, Stephen Rudd. That was a bad pick. We're going to go ahead and advance to the end of the draft because we have no more picks. So let's get this draft recap. So Ricky Pettis, 23-year-old first round pick, is a 74 overall and a normal dev. That is unfortunate. But Jorge Hernandez, 21 years old, 76 overall. He has a hidden dev. So Jorge, a great find in the second round. But unfortunately, Ricky, unless we can get him a dev upgrade, might be looking like a bust.